We're two hitchhikers. We met while hiking Mount Baldy with mutual friends, wasted no time, got engaged on a frozen alpine lake, got hitched, and have been adventuring together since. We're embarking on a new adventure of living big in a tiny home. Let's see how this goes.
Adventure awaits.
All right, well, here we are, not having any major projects on our hand, but we do have to take the trash to the transfer station, so off we go. Back open. So we are back from taking all of our trash to the transfer station, but since we have Ruben's truck with the trailer in tow, we might as well get done a project that we have been putting off for the last few weeks because it's been hot. Even though it doesn't feel like it, summer will be over sooner than we know it, which means we will need firewood. So that means we have to bring over a couple of these logs to begin processing. I think today we're just gonna do some rounds, but we'll see how far we get.
So we need to air up the tire on this wonderful trailer because it's been sitting for too long. So, let's go.
If you recall, a few weeks back, we felled around 50 trees for fire safety around our property. Now, we chipped a lot of that wood, but we left quite a bit to begin seasoning it so we could use it for firewood this coming winter.
All right, so these logs are really long and I need them to fit in the trailer, so you get to cut them down, make them fit.
But first, we need to top off with a little bit more fuel. We have found that getting trees over near the house makes for easier wood processing in the long run. We tend to not split every round that we cut into wood stove-sized pieces, so storing them as rounds allows for them to dry a bit better until we do so. But for right now, these logs are far too long for the trailer, so Ruben is sawing them down for a better transport to the casita. Well, a storm is coming in and the rain's starting to come down, so we might be hitting pause on this project for the afternoon. Yeah, maybe until tomorrow. Well, we got a good amount of rain yesterday evening. In fact, we're expecting a little bit more this evening, which is fantastic. We'll take it any time. But we are back at it today. Ruben is over there processing the wood into individual cookies or rounds, depending on what you call it. And while he's doing that, I am actually doing a little bit of upgrading for our 3 little flame-throwing redbud trees that we planted earlier this spring.
Yes, these do look like twigs, but trees can be very expensive. So we bought bare roots in hopes that we'll have some beautiful leaf-bearing trees which can withstand our temperature shifts. They just need a lot of patience and a lot of TLC.
2 are doing very well. 1 is holding on, but they need a little bit more wiggle room, so I'm helping to reinforce some of their protecting gate around it. We just want critters to stay away from it, so that's what I'm doing while he's processing that. Then we can stack it all over at the wood pile.
I need to adjust my chain.
Is this the new chain?
No.
I don't know if this one's gonna make it. All right, well, my job, I guess we're getting rain. I don't know if you heard that thunder or not. So what I was saying is my job for the hour is now complete. So we have 3 trees here. These are the flame-throwing redbud trees, and we're hoping that they can survive our intense heat and UV rays of the summer, but also survive our moderate but still very cold winters. So we've got these 2 trees here and here that are doing very well. They got tall and bushy, and that is why we had to put some new, I don't know if it's hardware cloth. This is something different. This is hardware cloth itself, but this is kind of flimsy, and if I go any taller, the wind will blow it away. So we got something a little beefier. It's 1/2 inch size, but I don't know what you call it. Anyway, we'll call it a fence. And then what was on this one here is still hardware cloth, but I have it on this little sapling. This one is not doing too well. She's still holding on, so we're not giving up hope on this one. It just needs a little extra love and attention. And this white stuff here is biodegradable. It's sort of like a shade cloth. I know it looks like tiny rolls of toilet paper, but it's not toilet paper. It is just to kind of help these saplings not get sunburned. And we'll see how the winter goes if they need some frost cloth. I don't think they will, but this can kind of work in that fashion. I'll have to get some more, but we're not there yet. We still have a few more months, but we wanted to get them a little bit more established here during the summertime, make them happy. That way their roots go deep, because once their roots are deep, that means they can survive more extreme winter and more extreme summer. We hope we're gonna get some deciduous trees here in a couple of years. While we have them, we hope they survive. So what are you going to do with that sawdust and wood chip stuff? Can I use some for the trees?
Or
that I
take
just...
it all. It's all
Okay,
yours.
I'll use some for the trees, and then the rest will be really good for compost. It's gonna rain again.
It was all thick. I could barely even walk over here.
Can I get through there?
Yeah, I think it's time to take a break. Just a little break.
Well, family, our no project, yet still lots to do weekend was cut short for productivity, but I can't say that either of us complained. We're both in desperate need of some break time, even just a little bit here and there. Plus, the rain was very, very welcome. Thanks for checking in to see what we've been up to. We definitely appreciate it. Be sure to check back next week for the next update. See you soon!